Howdy, y'all. Just got to address a couple quick little concerns I've got today concerning our future. Once again, can't stay quiet out there, y'all. People keep finding reasons for me to up and talk, so I got to keep talking. Our laws in this country exist for one reason and one reason only. And that our government in this country exists for one reason and one reason only. That our government is an entity whose sole purpose of existing is to protect, execute, and defend the will of the people. And, they've just made money, and they sit around equivocating. If you listen to how they talk, they are they're obviously using this vernacular to make it to where they really don't have to say anything. They just beat around the bush. They don't accomplish anything, and their vernacular is written that way to make sure that happens, and happens very well. And that's why they're all rich and not in charge of anything, really. I couldn't show you about 20 faces of people that you would not recognize, and they're making a lot more laws than you think they are, that you are affected by. And by the way, you better keep some cash on hand. Cut up your cards. I'd cut out, I don't know. I don't get no credit card anyway. Those are horrible. But yeah, our government exists to protect, defend, and execute the will of the people. 6 months ago, about coming close to, there was an incident in was it the North Atlantic? No. Where was it? Oh no, it was might have been the North Atlantic. It was the North Atlantic, I believe. The Titan submersible. If it's not the North Atlantic, correct me. I'm not the most geographically inclined, but anyway. Yeah, in the ocean, deep in the ocean, there was a pill bottle, had 6 people in it, a couple of which did not want to be there. The collective wealth of those people, from what I understand, could have paid for every veteran on our streets housing. Or how about every veteran and every child on our streets housing? Could have paid for dinner and breakfast and lunch and dinner again and breakfast and lunch and dinner again and breakfast and lunch and dinner again for every starving and homeless child and family in America. They could have given an $8,000 pay raise to every teacher in America for the next 5 years. People are insanely wealthy, and they weren't even politicians. They got their money legally. From what I understand, it's way harder to get it legally than it is for a politician. And I've had people express concerns that I am divisive and hateful for having expressed a certain lack of empathy for the fact that they died painlessly. And no one should die a painful death. That is very true, and can't wish that on anybody. And if you do wish that on other people, you're a bad person. And I must admit, I said a couple of things about that, and things I shouldn't have said and done. I will admit that. And it has taken the effort of others to really display that. But so this is kind of to clear that up too. They shouldn't have died painfully. They shouldn't have died at all, especially that kid who didn't want to be there at all. And frankly, for the price of the ticket that kid's father paid for him to be there, I'd ordered the money. I'd been like, Dad, see you in 2 weeks. I'll take the 250 grand. I wouldn't be too, I'd be happy. I'd tell him not to go too. You think you're gonna go 2 miles deep in the ocean in a pill bottle? Hey, think. We have these things for a reason. If you can think, and think good enough to become a billionaire, you know better not to go 2 miles deep in the ocean in a pill bottle. But hey, they didn't, so I do have to say that. They're a national meme. I feel bad for their families. I do believe that it was a very preventable loss of life that should not have ever occurred. The Titanic is a grave in and of itself. It needs to be left alone. People, rich people, need to leave stuff alone. But, alright, takeaway from this video. Every law that exists should be in existence to keep you happy and protect what you want, provided you are a decent, generous, upstanding citizen who is worthy of respect from people who are in and of themselves worthy of respect. You must be respectable in order for the laws here to make you happy. And the fact that there's a lot of people trying to change the laws because they're not happy, well, that's just because they're not worthy and respected enough to follow the laws and be happy about what the laws do. Y'all have a great day, and thank you for listening to my bullshit. It's not bullshit, though. This is what's going to save our country. So subscribe if you want more advice from somebody who has a brain. And see y'all around, hopefully. As long as our country's still here, as long as I'm here, I'm going to do my best to make sure it is.